Hi everyone, my name is Wawa and I'm back with more noob gaming in HD. Today I'm gonna show you guys a Protoss versus Protoss match, and today it's gonna be held in novice metalopolis. Again, as like of my other cast, it's always in the novice setting of the map. As I am pointing out here one more time, the very important thing in the novice setting, which is the blistering rocks. And today we're gonna watch a game by Creeper here, spawning as the red Protoss, and our blue Protoss is Kronik, spawning right here at the 2 o'clock position. And they're actually spawning right next to each other, so it might be a quick game. Like they might just bring over some Void Rays on each other's base, and that's gonna be game for them. And yeah, this is a viewer request replay. This was submitted to searena.com. It's the forum that HD and Oski made. If you guys aren't familiar with it, you guys should check it out. There's a lot of really cool stuff in there. A lot of new commentators also, up and coming commentators. A lot of them are much better than me, but you know, I'm not really that good yet, and I'm still trying my best to keep you guys entertained with all these practice league games. So far, yeah, I'm the only one doing this right now, and I hope to get more games soon. So if you guys got any games, any good games at least in the practice league, you guys should really submit it to me or email it to me, okay? As we see Kronik here building his gateway at the 12 mark, which is right on the dot for Protoss, and as also for Creeper here, also at the 12 on the dot. So far it's gonna be a mirror match, right, as you're seeing right there. Also, assimilator going down for Kronik, and let's see. Yep, same thing for Creeper. So it is gonna be a mirror match so far in this game. I wonder if they're gonna pull it out early, or maybe they're just gonna go tech up real quick and just make some void rays. What I like about this map is that there's 4 spawning locations, and those four spawning locations aren't really that close to each other, except of course if you spawn right next to each other. But it's still, the entrance is pretty far, and you can safely defend this first natural expansion pretty easily because it's right behind your ramp. And this is also the pretty interesting part of this map, which are these smoke fogs, smoke machines that is in each other's base. Each base has each spawn location has a smoke machine like this, and if you don't have a unit inside this area, you won't be able to see anything inside of it. So if ever a Terran, for example, lands the factory here, this Protoss player won't even know it until he put a unit in there or something to scout it. Even if we put a zealot in here on this side, you won't even still see it because of those smokes. So yeah, as we see Cyberknight Killer going down early for Kronik here. And obviously you're gonna see the same thing. Yes, we are gonna see the same thing from Creeper. But Creeper is actually going for those destructible debris already. As for Kronik here, not quite yet. He's warping in another gateway though, so he's already doing double assimilators as also Creeper. So these guys, pretty seasoned players, I could say. They already have a couple of games under their belt, and they must be watching so many replays by HD and Husky that they already know and already practice what the basics for the starting for Protoss are. And this is actually pretty much the basic stuff for Protoss right now. As we see a Chronobus right here in the warp gate technology. And are we seeing the same thing for Kronik? Yes, we are. So Kronik here going for 4 gates early. Basic build for the Terran. As we see for Creeper only going for the 2nd gateway, so that's gonna be a pretty downside for him, and it might hurt him in the later minutes for this game. having two already zealots right here, and also a stalker coming out already. So if we're gonna say that this destructible rocks isn't here, I would say that creeper right now is in an advantage and could easily take out Kronik right here. And look at Kronik here, pretty nice assembling of buildings, but not really. It just looks nice, but people usually do an L shape in this map or in any other map because it kinda gives an extra barrier from zerglings. Also, some people put their buildings behind this mineral line so that small units like zerglings can't easily go in and out through these small holes. And we all hate those pesky little zerglings harassing the mine. So right here we're looking at Creeper, and he's also going for his third and fourth gateway already, but it's pretty behind compared to what Kronik did earlier. And another pylon going down here, and Kronik now mass producing some stalkers here and also a sentry. So we see Kronik here going for a higher tech build units, but Creeper here has two zealots. So I don't know which one's more powerful though, because zealots can really tank those damage by stalkers. But again, those stalkers can just micro in and out away from those zealots. As we see a scouting probe here, I don't know if he sees that. I guess he does. I guess he popped already. I guess he sees the blue Protoss is on top already, and he already has a massive amount of stalkers over here. I don't know if the red Protoss knows that, but he's pretty confident about his build, and he's gonna go for, I think, a little bit of harass. I wouldn't suggest that though, and I wouldn't suggest going through this area right here, because these stalkers can just easily snipe you or damage your units if you aren't careful. And as we see a lot of probes here by Kronik, good job making them. Let's look at the unit tabs. As we see, Kronik we have 31 probes over 21, so that's a pretty big advantage for Kronik right there. Creeper here, now I would say the base is fully saturated, but it could be more saturated. And look at this, only two people, only two probes mining those that Vespene gas right there. And as we see, Creeper putting down some proxy pylons, two of them on this high yield